Hey there, I'm just responding to the post from Chrisa Giorgi on the Fulltime FIlmmakers Forum. You're saying being in a 2-week shoot in a remote island, need your opinion on something. Filming with a camera operator is making everything difficult, wearing inappropriate dresses, blah, blah, blah. There's snakes and insects and stuff. The expert interviews, she doesn't have the speaker in focus on top of that. She speaks when we're conducting an interview or recording a scene. When I confront her, she doesn't say I'm sorry, she doesn't say anything. We drive around and check the light. She's falling asleep, wakes up late for a shoot, have to go to film without her. I mean, right off the rip, this person is an absolute dud. And if you're the director and you've hired this person, then you need to have a real kind of like come to the light moment. I'm not sure your relationship here. I just see that you responded here. Let me just see if she hasn't responded. Anyway, look, I've done probably 100 of these kinds of shoots. So like when I was the director for World Nomads, we were doing lots of filming in locations that was, grueling. You're in outside conditions. You've got all kinds of different bits and pieces. And if you've got a person that is problematic in terms of their conduct, you got to stop thinking of this as a film shoot and think of this as a HR exercise. So with all my students, I always say that filmmaking is 75% HR, especially when you're doing location shoots, especially when you're doing sort of doco style things where if you're not articulating, your needs, if people aren't clear on what the rules are and what the expectations are, then you started getting these sort of silent resentments and things get weird, right? So part of the key to any sort of shoot like this is to first of all delineate who's running it, who's running the show. Okay, so Chris has come in. I'm producing and directing this film out of my own pocket, so practically I'm her client. I'm the director and producer. Please do the video response. Any idea or advice is welcome. Okay, I'll get her to watch this video, right? If I ever worked with a person like that, the first thing that I would say to them, straight up, right off the rip, is I'd say, do you ever want to work with me ever again? Because right now, I'm about to fire you, right? So the thing you need to do is be clear with her. You need to go, okay, look, these are my expectations for the remainder of the shoot. You need to do this, this, and this. And you need to say, right, you need to wear proper clothing. She probably hasn't brought the right clothing anyway, so that's probably going to be off the table. You need to say, look, the conduct, you need to be awake when we're shooting. You need to be on time. You need to do all these sort of things. Write it out and literally say to her, you need to agree to these things or else you're off the shoot and you're not getting paid a cent. Don't pay this person because you're the director, right? She's the cam op. Like the cam op is the person that's supposed to be every minute of the day ready to do what you want to do. I've worked with hundreds of people who have understood this, and it sounds like there's more and more people that are moving into the industry that don't have these basic sort of human connection things in place, and it's just rubbish conduct. And if you're game enough, like get her to watch this video and say, I've worked with National Geographic, I've worked with World Nomads, Lonely Planet, Btw If, I've worked on all kinds of different travel, Kathmandu, brands like this, right? If you're watching this, cam op, this is a joke. Like you're a joke. Your conduct is a joke. And your reputation is going to be trashed by working with this client, right? So this is a horror story. You're a horror story, right? You're going to be a story that people will talk about in 5 years' time. I talk about people that I've worked with that sucked, and they become my joke stories when I'm having a beer with friends and we're telling war stories. You're a war story now. So that's what you are, right? Your lack of ability to understand the needs of your director and understand what is going on in front of you. I mean, get a clue, really understand that this is not the right behavior to engage with, and you need to clean your act up, or else you'll never, guarantee you, Chrisa is never going to hire you again. Why would she? I wouldn't pay you. If I was getting conduct like that from a camo, I would say, right, leave and you're not getting paid. And if you want to get paid, do these things, or else you're not gonna get paid on this shoot, right? That's straight up what you've got to do here. It's unacceptable behavior. So yeah, look, clean it up with a list, put it in front of her and go, look, I'm not going to pay you unless you do these things, and you agree to it and sign it. Right, get her to actually sign the thing in front of you, and if she doesn't clean up, then say you're starting looking for other people. I don't know what remote island you're in, but I mean, look, when you're in a remote island, it's problematic. You can't really sort of draw on other things. So yeah, her focus has got to be right, professionally and technically. She's got to be looking at what's going on with the light. She's got to make sure that everything is being done. Hopefully you've got enough salvageable material to do what you need to do. But tell her to stop looking up Tinder, tries to become friends with the experts and flirting with talent. That's bad. I mean, everything about this is bad. Can you start filming her so we can, have some content to see like what not to do? I'm about to start a course which is called Here's Why I Don't Hire You. 10 steps as to why I don't hire you. Everything in this person's conduct is exactly why I wouldn't hire this person ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening.